Well, from assaulting flight attendants to smoking on board and indecent exposure, Canadian transportation authorities logged more than 100 reports of disruptive air passengers in 2025.
Yeah, we see a lot of videos of things like this. Let's bring in CTV Scott Hurst this morning for a breakdown of the data and how it impacted travelers, particularly in Toronto. Scott, Transport Canada had more than 100 reports, kind of remarkable behavior by some of the passengers. So what can you tell us about this?
Good morning, Nick and Jen. Of course, we all know flying can be stressful, delays can be disruptive, and talking about Pearson Airport specifically, of course, we're just coming out of the busy holiday season where the airport through that time expected more than 3 million passengers. So you can expect a lot of frayed nerves, particularly during those busy time of year. But of course, inappropriate behavior, bad behavior, never acceptable in the airport or on the flight. But disruptive passengers are unfortunately all too common occurrence, particularly for flight attendants who are often the first line of contact. And some of the bad behavior we're talking about includes refusing orders such as sitting during landing, uttering threats, instigating fights, vaping, even indecent exposure, just to name a few. As you look at some of the examples there on your screen, these incidents last year caused numerous delays, forced flights to be diverted or turned back to the gate, and in many cases, the offending passengers were arrested or escorted off the plane by police. Some, according to data, even added to no-fly lists, and airlines have zero tolerance for any form of abuse directed at employees and other passengers. Now, specifically when it comes to region, the airports that saw the most cases of these disruptive incidents, Calgary leads the way, followed there by Toronto at 27 incidents, then rounding out the top 5 include Vancouver, Montreal, and Edmonton. Now, we should point out of the 114 passenger reports of disruptive passengers in 2025, that number is down from 176 in 2024 and 197 in 2023 and more than 230 in 2022. But we should point out that there were also thousands of incidents of passengers refusing to comply with mask mandates during part of that year as well. So, this is, of course, something that is just a small fraction of the millions of passengers who fly across the country every year. But of course, bad behavior is never acceptable, whether at the airport or on the flights, guys.
Yeah, absolutely not. And yeah, the cost to the passengers that are just following the rules, we're the ones who ultimately pay the price. Okay, CTV Scott Hurst, appreciate this breakdown. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, guys.